Are we in there? I think we might be. Let me check. Yo, we're up. We are in there. I do all this again. I do this again. Shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get this all figured out. I haven't done this in so long. How y'all living? The homie Crippets is playing right now. I'm trying to watch this, but I'm trying to figure this all out first. Yeah. Just look up here. Yo, what's up? My boy JK is about to pop on here. Here in a second, y'all might know him. He getting bigger than me, for real, for real. Did anyone watch top 16 of this fucking of this tournament? All right, so Goblin won game 1. We're going into game 2. We got probably Crippets going second. Yep. Gonna go ahead and start with the search. So searching before leader skilling on Goblin side. Ooh, no way we're pitching the Saturn. Oh my goodness. Maybe he wasn't pitching it. He was just showing Alex what he searched. That's probably what it was. Pitching the Shirahoshi. Alex has Infinity Searchers in his hand. Gonna go ahead and start with the search event. I think that's pretty reasonable. Gonna go ahead and grab Warcurry. It makes a lot of sense. We're gonna want, you know, at least 3-4 drops going second, typically. The Charlos, very good in this matchup. I imagine we're always grabbing that. I wonder what he's gonna leader skill. Maybe he doesn't have to leader skill the Shalria. He can play it next turn. Okay, gonna leader skill away at 2k. I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Both players not valuing the 2Ks very much. Seems reasonable to me. Oh, I can't turn on my cam. Yo, I'm tripping. What's good? You know, out here in the road, y'all know how I do it. Let me see. There we go. Let me see. Yes, sir. Let me see. What's good with Jake? Let me get Jake on a call. Hopefully I don't DDoS myself with the fucking half second that this thing is gonna be on. If Discord will load. My bad, y'all. Alright, we're back. Let me get Jake Hayes in here. Yo, what's up, Jake?
Oh, what up?
Yo, we're live, bro.
Oh, I gotta switch my audio. Hold on. All right, I got you now.
Hell yeah, we're live.
Can I see your live? Can you stream to both?
Yeah, I can stream to both. Here we go. Is that working?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Modern technology. All right. So Crippet's on 4 playing the Saturn and the Charlos. Pretty good turn. Now we're on 5 Dawn. Goblin. Typically on this sort of turn, you'd either be looking to park the horse or play another 4-drop. He didn't find it either.
What is the general? What's the general winning strategy in this mirror?
I would say the easiest way and the way people are most comfortable winning is like going second, doing this Saturn Charlos on 4, and then on 6 you go double 4, and then on 8 you go Jupiter, and then you just go swing 7 7 7, and then the next turn you go swing 7 7 7, play 10 drop. Going first is a little bit more tricky typically. It typically involves playing the horse at least once or twice, and sometimes you'll Jupiter on 9. So that's what they're looking for. We do have this Saturn. Saturn is like arguably the most important card, so seeing 2 of them as Goblin is pretty huge. We're gonna start by just.
Are you Are you almost exclusively looking for your 10 drops with the Saturn?
No, you're really, for most of the game, you're looking for your other Saturns with your Saturn, to be honest. Or like if you're missing any pieces, right? Like if you're missing the horse or the worm or anything like that. Okay, we are gonna double 4. Okay. And something key is that typically the person going second is gonna leave this body standing just because they don't want it to die, so that way when they Jupiter they have 3 7s.
Makes sense.
Because when you put it sideways, you open it up to being horsed. Yo, this stream quality's ass. Dude, I hate Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch is not ideal for streaming, especially because at some point in the stream we're going to get hit with ads.
Yep, for real. For real. Fuck Twitch. Alright, so starting off with a Saturn, which I think found a Workery, which you do want to double 4 a lot of the time on this 7 Dawn turn. So not bad. Both players just finding all the 4 drops they could ever ask for. And I think both players also have Jupiter as well. Triple Saturn, though, is pretty fucking nasty. Like, it's one thing to triple 4, but to triple Saturn, like, Goblin's hand is fucking gigantic.
Yeah.
I think Goblin should be swinging these for sure. Yeah, and he does. Okay. Oh, we're going to take the second one. Taking that second one seemed a little risky to me because, yeah. Oh my god, wait, did we just have to trash our only Peter? No way, right? We had a 1K.
Does
Okay,
he not have
no.
2Ks?
No, okay. He did have another Peter. He did. Okay, he only had 2Ks. He trashed the 1K last turn. I missed it, I think.
Is this Charlos usually pretty good in the mirror?
Yeah, it's pretty insane because, like, next turn it's going to block a 7. Only starting 5 here? We have 2 extra Dawn. Oh, he's leaving them up for the Rad Beams. Oh, the Rad Beams? This is actually the one turn where Rad Beam is good, too. And he has 2 of them. That's kind of nasty. Okay, his opponent did get to Garp Event him, though. Which, the Garp Event is pretty nasty. Gets you out of a 5. Which, like, this mirror is all about, you know, getting max value off of every swing. So when you waste a swing into a Garp event, it feels pretty bad. Feels like Goblin actually has 1,000 cards in hand.
Yeah, he looks like he's holding a book in his hand.
For real.
This might as well be Ace into Emu.
Okay, I think Alex is in actually a really good spot though. The fact that he has double Radbeam and Charlos means that he gets out of 3 sevens for just 2 cards from his hand. Yeah, he's gonna get out of all of these swings actually. I wonder if we're gonna elect to play a Warcurry next to. I think we are. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and Radbeam. Oh.
Are you supposed to ignore the Orcuries?
Yeah, I mean you swing into the Saturn first, but Alex is not gonna give the Saturn anyways. I actually really don't like that block from Alex. Because sometimes the opponent might... Like, I think he might swing 9 now instead of playing the Warcurry. Because Alex only has 2 cards in hand. Yeah. The block was a huge fumble. There's just no reason to block that. He could have just skilled. And then it doesn't leave this open. Oh my god. I hate you, Twitch. Alright, we're good. Yeah. Oh, and he played a Charlos. Oh, yeah. That block was really bad, I think. And this is definitely not a situation that Alex is likely gonna not get punished for. Like, he has 1 less 7.
Yeah, that seemed like a huge momentum shift.
Not only does he have 1 less 7, but this Rad Beam is like kind of dead, so now he's... I mean, he'll pitch the Rad Beam, it's not that big a deal, but he would prefer to have the 7K swing for sure.
Are you able to... Have you seen... Does he have an Elder in hand?
He does have an Elder in hand, yeah. And I don't believe he bottom decked any off of his Saturn either. Yeah. Hey, yo, what up? WD7056. I appreciate you joining. Okay, 7.
Is this game 2?
This is game 2. Yeah, Goblin won game 1. Okay.
And this tricky guy, he's who you played in
Kisame, yeah. Top 4. Yeah, he beat my ass. Unlucky. He's really good at the game, honestly. He actually, like, pretty regularly tops events. I don't know exactly how many serials he has, but it's for sure not a super small number. Like, it's for sure multiple. He also got 2nd place at the first Dofi Dallas, the regional, not One Piece Day, where he lost to Impact. He played Bonnie in that event, if I remember correctly. Okay, so I think his plan here is to go probably 7 at life minus one of the bodies and then swing at the body with leader. I think that makes a lot of sense. Oh, or he's going to swing at the body? Okay, he's going to swing at the body. Okay. I think that's fine.
Is it worth saving one of these?
Nah, I don't think so. Like, you save it, and you're using 2 cards to get 2 cards from the opponent, but, like, you know you're not killing this turn. So, like, if you're trading down in that way, like, you're saying, like, hey, let's both have 2 less cards, Krippitz is the one who gets to, like, take advantage of that because you're gonna be the one who dies first. Because you know you're not gonna kill him this next turn, so, like, he can kill you the next turn. If you're able to map it out, though, and you're like, if I can trade these 2 cards and not die next turn, it could definitely be worth it.
Yeah.
Because then you would be the initiator, but it's pretty unlikely that you wouldn't die the following turn, to be honest. But maybe. I mean, there's a reason why Alex chose to swing into the body, which could be a sign of weakness in his hand. Like, maybe he's bricked up, so maybe you can save it and then maybe you can kill. But it seems a little ambitious to me. I think it's safer just to play for this 5 Elders line. Especially when we have 2. Okay. Alex also not using either of his blockers to this point. Honestly, kind of sus to me. Because now I feel like he's almost priced into taking this and then going for it. But, like, this is not...
Yeah, this looks like he's cornering himself into a lethal situation next turn.
Yeah, the fact that he didn't block a 7 before, because, like, he only has 3 cards in hand. I don't think he even has the Elders. I think he low-key just has to take and then go for it. But it's, like, a really bad lethal, I think. Oh, no, he does have one. He does have one. But if he has one, I don't really know exactly why he didn't block. Why did he take one of the damage? Maybe he didn't have one in hand before. Yeah, it's all going to be AC Mu W. Those are the only 2 viable decks, if you ask me. Playing anything else is Omega Troll. Okay, yeah, so he agreed. So he's going for it here, I think, almost certainly. Oh, he top decked a horse too? That's actually crazy. That's like, okay, he might actually get there. If he ends up being
Do we know roughly what Goblin's hand count is?
I think it's 5. Oh, there's 1 brick, and I think the rest is straight counter. There's like 2K, 2K, 1K, 1K, I think. Oh, no, it was 6. Okay, 2K, 1K there. I think he still has 2K, 1K, 2K, 1K. If that's the case, I'm not sure Krippitz gets through. Okay, that's a good sign, is that Goblin took that. I think you're supposed to go 9 here, is what my instinct says. You go 9, and if he blocks, you just jam. And if he counters, then you split with the horse in your hand.
I'm not really understanding why he wouldn't counter the 7 if he had it.
I don't know either. It might be he counted. He had so much counter that he thought he lived this split. Oh, starting 8. Okay, I think this is probably also reasonable. I'd have to really count it to know if 8 or... Oh, wow. Okay. Just jam,
Holy
brother.
cow.
Yeah, just jam. Yeah. 2, 2, 2, 1. He's
What does he
dead.
have?
Right? I think Alex won that game. Why did he block? What the fuck? Yeah. What the fuck? Why did he block? Why didn't he 2, 2? I think he had 2, 2, 2, 1. I think he had 3 2Ks, a 1K, and a brick. Why did he not just counter there and say...
If he counters the 7 and keeps the life, he wins.
That might be true. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Let me think. Okay, so he had 3 2s and a 1. He gives 2 1. Now Krippitz has to split 3 ways into a... Well, one of the counter cards was the life. But no, he would have got... I mean, I think the split ends up being even, so... Let me think. So Krippitz then goes... He has to split 3 ways. Spend 5 Dawn there. It's like 888. Yeah, he would have lived. He would have lived. Because assuming that Krippitz went 888, but into 1 life, 1 blocker, I think that's the way he's supposed to swing. If he decided to start with a 7, I actually think Goblin... No, because then Goblin takes, and then Krippitz goes 8-9, and he counters out of it. Yeah, if he just countered the 7, Goblin lived. I think that was a blunder, unless we're missing something.
Does him countering the 7 and giving Tricky the opportunity to drop another Elder put him in a pretty bad spot?
I don't
feel like being at 0 life, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like... Yeah. Tricky was already at 0, so, like... I don't know why that would matter, to be honest. I think you were basically always killing on the crackback. Because Alex's hand size was also not very large. It was like maybe 5 cards. So I'm not exactly sure what Goblin was worried about, to be honest.
OP13 is going to be known as the all-time selling format.
Dude, it's been crazy, the sells we've seen. I woke up. Abby was like, she woke me up. She was like, yo, it's game 3, Drago Alex. And I was like, holy shit, let me tap in. And the ending of that was insane. Did anyone in chat catch that? That was an all-time sell, truly. An all-time sell.
I was perplexed, and I also saw that Alex very quickly took to X after that and explained that he had the counter, and it was an all-time blunder. The top 16 curse is real, I'm guessing, which is wild because he has a top 8 and he's cornered himself into believing he has 16 curse.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, bro is actually like 1 and like 15 in serial games. It's pretty brutal. That's a record that maybe no one will ever break.
Most likely.
And it's crazy because he keeps saying want to see me do it again. Like every event, he's like want to see me do it again. It's fucking brutal, man. It's brutal. Yeah, Charlos here makes a lot of sense. Get it on board. We can Shalria a different turn. Something this is a completely different matchup, but something I've really been liking doing as Emu versus Ace is on this 2 Dawn turn, leaving the Shalria on board. I think it's actually really good.
Yeah, because the Ace is never going to want to Atmos this Shalria.
Yeah.
So it is annoying to have that chump blocker there, because then it also saves you never existed for a turn later.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to save you like an 8 or a 9 at some point, most likely. Which being, being healthy is the name of the game versus ace in this matchup. Okay, so both players just doing the same thing they did last game, which is playing Saturns and playing Charlos. I imagine here we're going to pick up the Warcurry unless we already have one and we're missing the bird. But even then, we might still take the Warcurry just because it's so much better in this matchup than the bird is. Okay. Let's see. So we found the Mars, but unfortunately the opponent did see double Searcher, so their grave is too full to Mars them. Do we have a 4-drop? If we don't, it's okay. We at least have the horse just to put on board. I think that might be a Saturn, though. I can't tell if that's Saturn or not. Yeah, it is. Okay, so here the question is, does Alex like putting the Saturn on board, or does he like putting the horse on board? Different people prefer different ones in this spot. Saturn will let him pick up a search event, though, which he kind of needs. Otherwise, he can get Marsed. But he found the search event, so he's good to go. Wow, search event into Warcurry. Low-key, really good sequence of events for him.
And I am eternally grateful that neither of these players are playing with alts because I have no clue what any of the alts are. It's insanely confusing.
Yeah, no, I feel you. The alts are so gas, though.
They are gas.
They're so fucking clean. They're so clean. I wish I had the alts so bad. Taking a damage there is actually a little interesting. I'm a little surprised that Goblin took a damage there. He might have taken a damage there just because he wanted to find another 4-drop. But I feel like he has 2 of them already in his hand. Maybe those were his only counter cards. I can't no, I don't think so. Countering with the Nesturo very quickly there. Gonna go 5. Okay, so keeping this Charlos in our hand, we're probably hoping to also double 4 Charlos this next turn. Buns, meta. I love this meta. It really relies on skill. Who's the other guy in the VC? Yo, that is Jake Hayes TCG.
Shout out.
Shout out.
For the viewers that don't know, I am a hardcore ace stan, and I have played a total of -5 emu mirrors in my life. I'm not even thinking about trying to get involved in this.
Yeah. No, ace is an extremely reasonable pick.
I watched Sam play one mirror in one of her VODs and said, nope.
Jimmy says hi.
Who's the Jimmy I know and love? I say hi back.
Could be.
JMI?
JIMMY.
Not my Jimmy.
Who knows? Okay, so we're starting with a Saturn here. I think he's thinking about whether or not he can afford to not grab this 10-drop. And I think he has elected that that is the case. I don't think he has one in hand. But I also don't think he's bottom decked any others. So I think I would probably make the same decision. Oh no, he does have one in hand. Yeah, fuck that. Just grab the search event. Well, we don't really have the Dawn for the search event anyways, do we? Maybe next turn we could? Unless I'm tripping and we don't actually have the Charlos in hand, in which case we could this turn. This person in chat said, how you know it's JMI?
Because I know one Jimmy in my life, and that's how he spells it in Discord. So it was a one-on-one guess.
Five to five. Yeah, these are always getting countered. Okay, grabbing another Saturn. Was I tripping? Maybe he didn't have the Charlos in hand? Maybe it was. He just fucking shuffles his cards so quickly. I can't even see what they are.
Tricky, I was going to give him a shout out earlier, is an all-time shuffler.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
S tier hand shuffler.
Oh, he loves a good hand shuffle for sure. I remember when I watched back me and his game in Kissimmee, there was a lot of people at least in the fucking chat at the time who were like, this man needs to stop fucking shuffling his cards like a crackhead. It was kind of BM to be honest, but you know.
I think there's a real world where if Bandai says on-stream games need card holders, then all the top players fall apart.
Not Goblin. Goblin's chilling. I don't feel like he's really he is doing this little spread out thing, but he's not
I think he hasn't learned the shuffle yet.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. That's what it is. He does like this little like spread it out, put it together technique. Okay, 6. Okay, a Jupiter is almost always coming down, so we have to counter this one. Yep. And we're just gonna see 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. 3 7s, we're always blocking one of them. I wonder if we're gonna counter one of them or if we're gonna let both through.
And surely all these have to be targeted at these Saturns.
That's what I imagine. Them being at life would be a little odd to me when Tricky is still at 3. But I think we'll find out. Because one of these attacks is 100% getting through. I don't think you technically have to 2-1 this first one. The last swing is always going to be a 7 anyways. There's just no way he would have ever gone 6, 7, 8 into a blocker. But it doesn't really matter. Okay. So back to us. We are just going to fucking Jupiter here 100%. And I think we have a Charlos too, which is pretty big. We're on 9 Dawn. And I think he has a spell in hand as well. So he might be able to go like swing a 6, play the Charlos, leave one up. He could also leader skill at some point. Okay, so starting with a 7, which is going to be met with a never existed. 7, we're going to block. 7, it dies. Okay, 7. Okay. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe he didn't have the thing. I think it also looks like he's electing to not leader skill this turn. Which I don't think is unreasonable. You don't always have to leader skill. And like, it would be pretty disastrous if we leader skill and drew into a brick.
These emu mirrors are weird. It reminds me a lot of Dofi, where all of a sudden you're 5 wide, and then you pass your opponent and then you're too wide, and
Yeah.
it feels like the entire game swung the other way.
Yeah. Every turn, it feels like the person whose turn just ended is ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to agree. I got to agree. It does give kind of Dofi Mir vibes in that way because both players just do so much on their turn that like when they pass, it's like holy fuck, they did so much.
Yeah.
Also, we did not block with the Charlos. So this just gets popped now. I think this is a huge blunder by Alex, not blocking that 7. I think this is actually really disastrous for him. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Electing not to pop it?
Yeah, he elected not to
Wow.
pop it. I'm actually really surprised by that. I'm actually shocked by that, truly. Uh, huh. I wonder why he chose not to pop. Maybe they know something that I don't, because I feel like Alex was for sure supposed to block, and Goblin was for sure supposed to pop, but neither of them did that, so maybe I'm wrong, but
Because you get the thought process is you get to potentially push a damage if you pop that, you swing 7 in life with Nostro and then reduce the 5 to 3.
yeah, yeah. So it's like you trade one card in your hand for like to get to swing a 7, right?
Yeah.
So maybe Goblin elected not to do it because he has more 10 drops, so he wants to play the game slower. I think that's actually probably possible. Because I think he has at least one more 10 drop in his hand. I might be tripping, but there might even be 2. And like if you have all those 10 drops, you can play the game like decently slow. Mirror is all about hand advantage once the 10 cost loops start. True. Do the symbols under life mean they're 1-1? Yes, Jeff. They are currently 1-1. This is game 3 for all the marbles for who's going into top 4. This is a regional, though, not a TC, so truthfully, only top 16 and finals really matter. I mean, I guess it depends on your priorities. To me, if I was playing in this tournament, those would be the only 2 things that would matter to me. Is if I won top 16 and if I won the final. If I win top 16 but I lose here, I really don't care that much.
A block? Was that a block 2-1?
It was a block 1. Alex went Neshiro minus your rested character. Goblin took the life, then he went 5 at 3, and he block 1'd.
That seems pretty strong.
Yeah, it is. 5 to 3, 7 to 5.
The players were playing a very, for lack of better words, they were mirroring each other every turn.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like this is where the dice kind of show of like being able to elder first.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. He just took. Oh, I think he's going for it next turn.
Well, as long as Goblin doesn't generationally sell again, it seems like he's in a pretty good position.
Yeah, I need to see his hand, but I think his hand is like decently healthy. I also think that Tricky does not have a Neshjuro in his hand currently, which would make a big difference. So 7. Oh, he does, but I think he has to block here. Yeah, he has to block here. Damn.
That feels rough.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad for sure. I think he, like, low-key maybe got 2 elders off of his 3 life. I could be mistaken, but I think that's what happened, which is really bad. He never fucking kills here, to be honest. He's gonna try. He's gonna think about it for a long time. But I don't think he ever actually kills here. Nah, not when his opponent has like 6 cards
Goblin
in
has
hand.
Goblin has a book.
Yeah, it's like 6 or 7. It was 7. Yeah, he never kills. There's no way. Yeah, this game is the definition of over. Yeah. Low key. Alex has to try and play for another turn, but that shit is not working. Yeah, we always
I
take
feel
this
like
damage.
by taking that life, he put himself in a position to not be able to play for another turn, which is kind of sucky.
Nah, I
like
think
if he knew he had to counter the 7 or block the 7.
If he went block and he still had a life.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. Okay, we're going to 8. Goblin can just block this or counter. Really, either one is fine. I mean, I think you're probably supposed to counter. But Tricky's going for it. Yeah, so he's just gonna handshake. Yeah, I think what was happening was he was taking because he felt or knew that he didn't get another turn regardless, and he was taking hoping to find the counter so he wouldn't have to block. And like if he has 5 swings instead of 4 there, it's like much more reasonable that he can kill. But 4 is not good enough. Anyone have the link to the Treasure Cup stream? Anyone in chat got the fucking Treasure Cup stream? We'll watch that shit. Is it also on Twitch?
I heard is Jackson on Zoro today?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I would find that hard to believe, but maybe. Regular art has butterflies greater than.
He rolled up to an OP10 event with Shanks in Virginia Beach. So
Jackson did?
I think yeah, I played him when I was on Reiju.
In OP10?
Yes.
Is this the one that I took what you call
Lucci too.
Lucci too. Huh.
Yeah, when you made top cut with Lucci.
Yeah. Huh. I somehow did not know that he played Shanks that event. I mean, to be fair, I do think Shanks was a lot better in that format than I think Zoro is in this format. Like, technically, I think Shanks was probably like the 4th best deck in that format, and technically Zoro is 3rd best deck in this format. But I think Zoro is straight ass. I think that deck is so bad.
Yeah, I think because good ace players have found a way to at least get that to like a 50-50, it makes it eternally worse.
Yeah.
When your winning matchup isn't really winning against good players.
Yeah. I completely agree. I mean, I would say I don't think it's quite a 50-50. I think it's still probably like a 48 for ace, but close enough. The point still stands that like the matchup you're supposed to be good in, you're not even that good, and then like the other matchup is a disaster for you.
Yeah.
Okay. What Dawn turn is this? This is the 7 Dawn turn. Okay. So
it looks like ace had dice.
Yeah, ace had dice and oh, what the fuck? Okay, ace is throwing like crazy. Yo, there's no way we won 1-6 at a Marco and we let it die. Holy shit. Holy shit.
The Mars comes down.
Dude, there's no way, bro. God. There's no. Oh, what?
Oh, we get bailed out.
Yeah, holy shit. There's no way, bro. There's no way we won 1-6 at a Marco. And he said, yeah, that's good.
For the viewers watching, that you're not supposed to do that.
Oh shit, Dusk Dragon, you made top 16? Congrats, brother. Dusk Dragon might have been the first ever person to comment on the channel.
The only reason, if unless he doesn't have 810 here, the only reason letting that Marco die makes sense is because he wanted to find 810, and he was just saying like, I need to find 810. I don't have a play next turn, and pray you don't have the Mars. But even then, like, I feel like if you have some sort of like if you another Yamato or you can double search in Jozu, like something halfway
Yeah.
decent,
If you
then
can
you're not
play
supposed
any
to take that.
value. Yeah, any value.
Yeah.
I agree. I actually don't think missing on 810 is that bad. If you hit every other turn, it's actually completely fine. As long as you like do something, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and he has the Yamato here, it appears. Yeah. I don't know. I think that oh wow. And we went fucking 7. Okay, we're going 7-7. What is this? What is his Dawn layout, bro? Why is there like one Dawn here, one Dawn here? Like, I don't know. That shit's whack to me, but also no one drops on board until this point and has not been punished by a Shirahoshi.
He has an Ezo there.
He
Right.
just played that. He just played that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Finds the 9 beard. That will come up eventually. Oh, thanks, Twitch. Okay, we're good. Okay, now playing the Garp. I think he's really digging for... Okay, grab the spell. I think the spell is a lot less important from this point forward. We might play it on 12 because we missed the first one. Okay.
There's a chance that it's the only high cost that was in that search too.
Yeah, that is possible. Sure.
Yeah, because I don't think the spell search here screams any sort of progression in the game.
No. Definitely would prefer to pick up something like a 10 cost there.
Yeah.
So the Emu on 9 Dawn here. I think he should really be looking to do something like War Curry plus Horse. I think that's like his ideal sort of turn here. He definitely needs to play a horse. That's for sure. We'll see if that actually comes down or not, though. Okay, gonna start with the search event. Oh, never mind.
Yamato standing was a mark. What did he play?
He played a Shirahoshi. Yo, I hate Twitch. Holy shit. This is kind of a turn later than we would have really wanted to play this. But fair enough. I'm not actually even exactly sure why he's playing this here, to be honest.
This is a round 3 stream game, brother.
This is true. Like,
we're still in the muck.
We do get the card out of the ace's hand, but I don't really know how much that does for us. Because this just gets swung over by the 1-drop. Okay, putting Jupiter on the board with no friends next to it. Not great. Yo, this is so troll. The fucking buffering stream, but the seamless ad. Truly generational by Twitch. The buffering stream, but the seamless ad.
We need to get a migration to YouTube streaming,
I know.
honestly.
I know. It's so much better. It's so much better. Okay. So we went. I'm actually a little confused. Why did that swing take 2 cards? Didn't we just swing 7? What? Oh, okay. I think I know what happened. He popped Ezo. He thought that Ezo discarded the card. So he discarded the card off Ezo when it was supposed to go to bottom. And then he 2K'd. And it looked like he 2-1'd on a 7.
What that tells me is this first Aces on paper game.
Yeah, for real. For real. He sleeved it up. He sleeved it up last night. Oh my goodness.
He saw JK's TCG's tier list of free cereal and said, "Yep."
I also don't exactly understand why we're spelling taking the life here. Um, yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
Um, I think the only reason that makes sense is because being at 2 is still fine here, and like they're gonna punish these Yamatos, and then it lets us swing 3 8s instead of 2, so we can punish the Emu pretty hard here.
Okay, I could see that. We get to swing one. Okay, we're not even swinging the extra 8. Never mind.
Never mind.
See, my thought exactly for why I didn't really want to go up to 8 was specifically because I feel like they are going to be, like, if we become an 8, they're just going to be swinging at these Yamatos. And, like, he doesn't act, it's not like he's 5 wide. Yeah.
If you're going to take this line, you need to swing both 8s.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you're buffing yourself to an 8K leader and then you're going to play this Uta potentially to protect this Yamato, then like you're just negating why you played the spell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I really see the
Because
vision.
honestly, after this turn, you really don't need a Dawn Attacher because you can start swinging your bigs.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're at 3 life next turn, if he's punishing these Yamatos, if you wouldn't have used the spell, then you're still at 3 life next turn and you're allowed to swing a 12. So yeah, I don't think that made a ton of sense.
I don't think so either.
And that spell's actually a 2K.
It is a 2K. Okay, so blocking the first 8, I imagine that was at a Yamato. Okay, we're gonna draw a card off the Yamato dying. Yeah, I don't know. If we're just gonna let the Yamatos die, I don't actually understand why we took our life. I really don't know what they were cooking there, to be honest. Maybe I'm missing something. Because I really don't think it made sense to take life there.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think at 3 life, like maybe if you're a low hand and you're at no, I don't. No,
Yeah.
there's no world where I can justify that. I was trying to talk myself into something.
Yeah. I think like there's worlds where you could map it out and you could be like, yo, he has this number of swings next turn. Like, if I take this life here, I save cards. But like, it's just not true when you have 2 Yamato sideways, because he just goes like, okay, I'll swing at your Yamato instead.
Yeah. The only time I really like to use this spell to take the buff is if your third big is another 10 cost. Because ideally your third big's the 9, so then you're allowed to swing your 12s. But
yeah.
if it has to be another 10, then I kind of like it, so you can swing your 12s,
Mm-hmm.
and then you still get the block. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah. On the 11
But
dawn
I'm
turn,
at
that's pretty
Thanksgiving.
good, of course.
I gotta bounce.
All right. Thanks for popping in, Jake.
TTYL chat. Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck. Have fun.
JK's TCG. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Oh, Drago's in top 4. Holy shit. We're so fucking up. We're so fucking up. Oh, Drago's in top 4. I'm so hyped. Chat, I'm going to be as real with you guys as possible. If Miami stream comes back up and we are mid Treasure Cup game and Drago is on stream, we are switching immediately. Even if it's the most interesting game of all time in the Treasure Cup. Wow, he's going to 8-10 again? Wait, he took a damage that turn? No way, bro. No fucking way. Yo, this, okay. I'm not trying to be mean. As far as I know, Cow Goes Moo knows more than me. He might be, you know, a really cool dude. He might be a fan of the channel. I don't want to say anything too disparaging. But that last turn cycle of him and his opponent, he was clicking some random ass buttons, bro. There's no way we're at 0 here. There is no way we went from 3 to 0 in this spot. There is no way, bro. And we actually make no progress on the opponent as well. I actually think as long... And we swing this 10 cost. What are we doing? I guess we're a 10k. What? We're not blocking? Okay, because we're playing Uta. We're not blocking? Why did we go to 1 there? Bro, our only loss condition is if they fucking... Oh my god, as if they Roger us. We're so ahead here. There's no way. I need to check on my phone what the situation is with the Miami stream. I am interested in knowing how this emu navigates this turn, though. Okay, I think the round is going to start here soon. Yo, I'm going to pop off if Drago wins. Holy shit. Okay. I think we swung 7 just to minus the blocker beard. Gonna rest 3. Play out the 10 drop. 1 more and pitch a stage to play the 5 bros. Dude, we're actually gonna die to Roger. This is insane. There's no way. I mean, we still only have to counter out of a 6, a 10, and a 12, but like, if we just blocked last turn, we only had to counter out of a 6 and a 10, which is easy. All right. Drago is not on stream, but my friend John is, which is pretty hype. It'd actually be super hype if they met in the finals. What are we doing? We're moving a lot of Dawn around. For what reason? Okay, we're going 10. I don't understand why we even did it this way. Why? Check your Discord. What specifically about my Discord? I don't see nothing. Oh, yeah. What's up, Chance? Uh, go 10. Okay. Do we survive this 10, this 6, 10, 12? I mean, he still has a lot of cards in hand. Low key, he might still survive this fucking. He probably does, actually. To be honest, he probably survives here. But like, it shouldn't even be close. He should survive this 100% of the time if he just blocked last turn. Alright. It looks like he's just deciding how to counter, but he can counter. That's the read that I'm getting, is that he's deciding how to counter, but he can counter. Okay, +4. +2. +1. +1. Wow. Low key, it was actually crazy close. We should just swing 13 at the Nejiro here. I mean, we're dead. Surely. I mean, we do have 2 Uta blockers. But dude, surely this ace player is dead, right? Honestly? Was the ace player even supposed to swing this Newgate? Like, we survive on the crackback as the ace player, like, every single time. What if we just, like, played this Roger and just, like, left our blockers standing? Like, he dies next turn for sure. But I don't know. Maybe the ace player still lives regardless. I don't know how many cards are in his hand. Goes 8. I don't think he has enough cards in hand to survive this. 2-1. I don't like how fast he did that. You guys see that? I don't like how he did that. Yeah, because see, now we got to ask, like, what did you counter with? Only 3 in hand? Yeah, we're math dead. Assuming a horse. Or wait, no, that's not even true. If horse, there's 4 swings. Yeah, if there's a horse. If there's a horse in the hand, we are math dead. Oh, okay. If we have to block there, we're math dead. Wait. I'm not sure we're supposed to go 8 again there. Yeah, Cow Goes Moo dies. Oh my god, bro. We could have just waited. Cow Goes Moo 100% was supposed to win this game. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. Alright. Back to the Miami Regional. John with the blinged out deck. Let's go, John. I'm going to be fully biased here. John is one of my homies. I will be rooting for him through and through. John had seeding, so he got to choose to go second, and so far it looks like he's full curving. Kind of can't believe they're letting him use these sleeves on stream. But that's fine. Cow Goes Moo cheats? Is that real? Are you making that up, or is that real? What time is it? It's 10. What sleeves? These like red art sleeves, because these are not official One Piece sleeves unless I'm missing something. Um, and they normally don't let you on stream use art sleeves of any kind that are not official One Piece sleeves. Yeah. Um, like I use like border sleeves on my Dawn like this, and these are like One Piece themed, and they don't even let me use these on stream. Okay, I think we missed the 7-4 on this turn, which from the ace's perspective, honestly, is the like besides the 10 drop obviously, is like the number one turn you want them to miss. Um okay, so we're gonna 2-1. We're gonna play a Shirahoshi, which is gonna hand rip. I imagine we're gonna pitch this Red Rock. Oh wow. Okay, so Adam likes the Red Rock. He thinks that it might come up if John ever tries to play a standing dude. And we do have some blockers next to this Shirahoshi. So if Adam tries to swing 0 at 0, we could take a free block if we wanted to. Yo, a John Drago final would be so fucking hype. Yep, 0 to 0. Okay, we're not doing any free block. Oh no, we are free blocking. Okay. It looked like he was grabbing to let it die. Yeah, I like this free block a lot, I think. The question is the ace player comfortable? Okay, so really holding on to this red rock. Is the ace player comfortable now saying like, okay, I'm gonna ignore the Shirahoshi and go 9-9 at your life? And based on the fact that this is only an 8, okay, maybe he is going at life. What are we doing with this last Dawn? A searcher? We gotta send this 9 at life, man. When he takes this free block, I mean, come on, bro. We'll trade a card in our hand to deal a damage when we have Roger in our hand, for sure. For sure. Come on, you gotta send this 9 life. Okay. Okay. Yo, what's up, Twisticles? Okay, this is actually an interesting game. I could see this game going either way. Emu having a huge advantage going second, but no Jupiter on this 8 Dawn turn. But also, we do not have a second 10 drop, at least at the moment, from the ace's perspective, to play on this next turn. And if we don't get to 8-10, that's pretty bad. We're also going to get hand ripped by this Shirahoshi again. Is it just me, or whenever I watch the emo players in the East, I don't understand what they're doing at all? To be honest, I haven't watched enough of their gameplay to really know exactly what you're referring to. But a lot of these East players are like true grifters, in my opinion. So, not all of them, obviously. Some of them are great people. Probably even a majority. Probably a majority of them are great people. It's just some of the people who are known in the community are true grifters, in my opinion. Okay, so just thinking about what numbers we want to swing. Also thinking about exactly when we wish to share a Hoshi. We do have the 10 drop and we have the 5 amigos. I was ready to grind emo till OP15, but early stats make it seem like OP14 is a jungle. Yeah, I don't know nothing about OP14 to be honest with you. And a lot of those cards and leaders read really well, but I feel like surely there's just no way they printed enough good decks to make it a jungle. I feel like that's probably not possible because of how broken this Ace and Emu deck are. Like, they would have had to print like 4 decks that could keep up with them, which sounds impossible. So I feel like the jungle is probably fake news, to be honest with you. We're going to bottom deck at 2K. And is this not a 5 Elders right here? No, I don't know what that was. Does anyone know what that card was? I thought that was a 5 Elders. Dofi seems really good. Yeah, Dofi does seem cool. I mean, y'all know I love the purple Rosinante cards. Okay. What are we pitching? The spell? Okay. If we don't have another 10 cost in hand, I'm actually not a huge fan of pitching that spell there. And I didn't see another one in hand. Like here, I want to grab this spell if we don't have another 10 cost in hand. 100%. 100%. I don't think he does, to be honest with you. And low-key, this turn we're going to have so much extra Dawn. Oh my god, wait, I feel like John is throwing right now. Okay. I don't think 7 is big enough either. I think we should be going 8-8. 7's probably fine. Gives you a chance to leave one up if he chooses to counter for it. Also, isn't keeping the 9-beard better? Did he pitch the 9-beard? I think you're right. I think he did. 9-beard is typically pretty good. Okay, the 10-beard is for sure better than the 9-beard on this turn. For what it's worth. And we should be taking one of our lives to do it. Take your life. Yep. Draw 2. I hope he verbally declared the +2. Okay. Low-key, a true judge demon could say like, oh, you didn't declare it before you drew. You missed the window. Like, John would never do that because John is a good man. But we've seen some pretty crazy judge interference recently. I don't know if you guys have seen any of this stuff on Twitter. Okay. The fact that John is at 2 makes me feel like this game is winnable from the Aces perspective, but I think John is still very comfortable here. Assuming he has another 10 cost, which, to be honest, I have not seen in his hand yet, but based on the way he's playing, it makes me think he does have it. Yes, he does, I think. Dude, these alt arts are so gas. This is the number one deck that it's actually the only deck I've ever won it alted out. Oh, wait, he doesn't have it. Yo, John threw like crazy. Oh, wait, never mind. He does. He's just parking it. So actually, if we still have this red rock in hand that we held all these turns, it's going to come up here. And John actually doesn't have another one after this. Wow, I'm going to be really interested to see what the ace does this turn. I mean, he's going to red rock for sure, I think. The thing is, the red rock does not even feel that good here. Okay, just going to swing 10. I imagine this is always getting blocked by... it could get countered, actually. I don't know. When they swing 10 specifically, it reads very obviously like, "Hey, I'm gonna red rock you." The only other thing it could really possibly be is like, okay, so gonna block that. Okay, so we're committed to swinging both of these 12s. Low key, do we not die? Do we not die? I actually think it's possible that Adam dies on the crackback. He has like no counter in hand. Oh my god, he's doing it anyways. I get it though. I get why he's doing it. He's saying like the way I win this game is like you're not willing to go for it. I don't think this is at Nejiro. This being at Nejiro would be like all time insane work. Oh my goodness. John, you only have one active Dawn. These Elbaf Dawn, by the way, are gas. I could be mistaken, but I don't actually know how much you gain by countering this one. Um, like if he Rogers you, I guess what it does is it means you need to hold up one less Dawn, and you also play into pudding less. Okay, sure. Low key, one of my concerns with going for this play from Adam's perspective, or from Adam's side, I mean, we do have two Ezo. The two Ezo actually like gives us a lot more outs because we get to like draw two when we take a life, and we get to Ezo filter two bricks. So I actually get it. I get it. Going for this play was actually extremely reasonable because we get to see like 4 new cards. Okay, gotta pop an Ezo, trying to find a 1k. We find a brick, that's huge. We just, I don't know about bottoming Roger. I think it would have bottomed the spell, but okay, we do find a counter card on the second Ezo. Okay, we're bottoming the Marco. Also do not know about that. Okay. I mean, I get it. He's probably a little bit worried about a pivot into one of these 10 drops. I can't stop calling 4K event Rad Beam and Noshiro Ichiji. Yeah, if he wasn't a horse, I would 100% call him Ichiji. That pudding call was one of the worst calls of all time. Yeah, it really was. That judge call was insane. Oh, just took? Wait, bro, I don't think you have enough counter to get out of this, do you? Like, if John just jams? Yeah, I think he does. Okay, I guess he said, like, F you, you ain't gonna do it. I mean, surely we 1k this. Yeah, 2-1. What? Yo, I can't believe he took that. Taking that after you red rock your opponent, and like your opponent might not have another 10 drop, so they might just say like, oh shit, I wasn't planning to go for it, but like I guess I will. Yo, I think John's gonna go for it. I think he's just gonna go for it, and he's dead. Oh my god, what an insane throw. Why did he take that? Oh wow. That was crazy. Yo, we have actually seen some insane throws in Miami. That was crazy. He literally was just like, I don't think he'll do it. That was crazy. I mean, I know what he was worried about. He was worried about, like, if I counter this one, he goes 8 again, I counter that one, and then he doesn't put me to 0. He just, like, plays an Elder and, like, jams my sideways Newgate that he reduces twice. I know that's what he was worried about, but, like, bro, you did just straight up die to, like, John not needing anything. Whereas at least the other way, John needed to, like, draw, you know, a horse or a 10 cost or something. I will say though, making it to top 4 as the 16th seed, very impressive, because I think that means he had seeding in none of the rounds. Maybe one of them he did, maybe, but probably not. And you know, we have a lot of people who say dice roll meta, and bro has lost a die roll every round to this point, I think, at least in Top Cut. Okay, so ace for sure going second. Yeah, this hand is not good. I didn't take a look at John's hand. At least Emu allows you to outskill your opponent even if you lose dice. Honestly, I think both decks, there's a lot of things you can do. I think both decks have a lot of skill expression, to be honest. I think Ace's skill expression, or Emu's skill expression, is a lot more obvious. But I do think both decks have a lot of skill expression. I wonder what he's going to pitch here. Maybe it is, yeah, Shalria makes sense. This next turn, I actually, depending on how good John's hand is, I might want to see him leave this Shalria on board. Just to play around a putting on 4, especially because his opponent mulliganed. He might not have the Marco, and he might try to putting on 4. Okay, so John believes in swinging this turn. Me, personally, I would not have swung this turn. After my opponent mulliganed and didn't find Marco on the search, I do not want to give them a draw 2 to find it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play St. Charles. Yeah, I would not have swung. I would have, like, played Shalria and Charlos for sure. You think GP will actually be playable with the Robin promo? I do not see Worlds where GP comes back as long as the game is at the power level that it is currently. But I could be mistaken. Did Goblin win earlier? He did win in top 8, yes. Okay, cracking the Ezo this early is super sus. I actually think that's insane that we cracked the Ezo there. Okay, and we're gonna counter. We're gonna grab Mars. What else is in that search? I don't think anything relevant. Okay, adding Mars. Dude, I want these fucking Gorsei alt arts so fucking bad, dude. I'm down atrocious. They're so gas. They're so gas. Okay, got a Shalria here. We have to grab the 10 costs, I think. Actually, we have another one in hand already. We don't have to grab it. I was lying. Yeah, the horse is the best grab here for sure. 100%. I only found 2 Warcry Altart so far. See, I will never get them for a few reasons. First, I truly believe that this deck is going to get nuked before OP14 comes out. Second, I don't think I could ever play with just like a couple of them. Like I either want to play with 20 of them or 0 of them. Like I want to match the whole set, and like, you know, that means someone would have to sell me a whole set at the same time, which is, you know, easier said than done. I like playing the Marco here. It's pretty good. A horse is pretty much always going to claim one of these Marcos. I think you can have one of each, so once it gets banned, you have the 5 in a binder. Yeah, I know what you mean. That'd be cool. I do love the arts, for sure. The arts are, like, so gas. I'm a little confused about this 9 as first action. I'm a little confused, actually. Maybe he wanted the opportunity to kill both. He wanted to go 9 so that way if this sideways Marco died, he could play Mars and kill the standing one as well. Yeah, I think they're gonna nuke this shit. I think the sentiment among casual players about what? Nah, bruh. Nah, this is not a Mars turn. This is for sure a horse turn. This is for sure a horse turn, in my opinion. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. I strongly disagree with this. Damn, we have the Warcry in our hand too. I personally, I was going first action, horse 5 into 4. The ace opponent is basically always letting it die there. They might free block actually. Okay. 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 They might free block, which is problematic with my play. Okay, maybe that's why he didn't want to play the horse, specifically because his opponent played Marco on this turn when usually it's like a Yamato. Okay, I could buy that. His opponent, though, missing the 8-10 here, which is pretty big. Actually has neither in hand currently, I think. Okay, gonna swing 7. Is he gonna bounce both of his 1-drops? Yo, he says, I do not give a about Shirahoshi. You don't got it. He's actually just saying you do not have the Shirahoshi. This is crazy. Bouncing both of the 1-drops? I mean, fair enough, brother. Fair enough. I mean, John does only have 4 cards in hand. What's the chances he has the Shirahoshi? I get it. Okay. Six. Oh, okay. I wonder if that's what he was actually trying to discard, or if he decided to discard it after it was flashed. Because he was like, he's never going to leave a 10 cost standing if he knows I have this in hand. Oh, he has 2 anyways, so it's probably what he was going to discard. So we're seeing an 8 go at life, or it might be at the Marco. Saving this Marco, if it is at Marco, I think is actually low-key a trap. It's not that bad. It gets to swing for 8. Nah, it's probably actually reasonable. Never mind. I was lying. Assuming that you have the 10 cost, but he does not have the 10 costs, which is low-key an argument to let it die. Oh my goodness. Yep. Here's the Shirahoshi. The punish is in. Nah, I'm pitching the I Am Whitebeard there personally. This is why I say there's a lot of skill expression with Ace, because like this dude is in top 4 and he's very clearly, I don't know who he is. I imagine he's a very good player, but he and I have disagreed about a lot of game actions, and like if it was a brain dead deck, there's no way that could happen. Okay, so John did just swing at life. What are those 2 back cards? Are they both pudding? Okay, maybe he wanted to keep the 8 cost spell just so that way he could EZO this turn into the 10. Okay, that's real. That's real. That's real. I don't know. He likes keeping these red rocks a lot more than I do, though. And I definitely think opening yourself up to getting punished by this Shirahoshi is a little sus. But we still have this Marco, so we're only using a 6 at it instead of like a Gigantuan swing. But okay, or we're not going to swing at it at all, and we're just going to let him milk our hand, which is also fair. Yo, John only has 2 cards in hand. Holy shit, this is disastrous, actually. 2 cards in hand is like really bad. Okay, not going to take our life. That makes sense. Ace is actually pretty solid, in a pretty solid position here, with Emu having no cards in hand. I don't think this game is won by either player yet. Oh shit, we got 81 people in here? Yo, how are y'all doing? That's crazy. I haven't checked like this entire time. I kind of can't believe we have so many people in here. What is up with y'all? 88? Holy shit. We're on the way up. This is top 4. Maybe I changed the title. Okay, we win 8. Okay, we took down to 1. That is horrifying. Taking down to 1 is like very horrible. Wait, did we have the Mars and choose not to block with it at any point there? Chat, am I tripping? Or is that something that actually happened? If that is something that actually happened, I'm going to tell you guys exactly what's going to happen over the course of this game. John is probably going to stop trying to swing into life and start swinging into board to like... Maybe he's already swinging at board, actually. That's probably what's happening. He's probably currently swinging at board to try and prevent the opponent to go to 0, and also because like he wants to clean up the board. And what's going to happen is he's going to go to Adam's turn, and Adam's going to take his own life manually And then the next turn he's going to Roger, and it's going to come down to if John can counter out of 6, 10, 12, which is going to be difficult because John is not going to have that many cards in hand. I don't think he's swinging at life. I think he's swinging at board. If John is swinging at life, I think we probably were supposed to take already. Yeah, ace wins in 2 turns. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, I know he has Saturn in there somewhere. The organized pile, but not quite that organized. No spells in there, unfortunately. We just gotta grab a Saturn, probably. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter that much which one we grab, but we probably grab Saturn. Okay, if we're gonna pitch, low key, we probably yeah, no, Saturn was good. I was gonna say Shalria, but Saturn can't grab Shalria. Never mind. I will say the longer this game takes, the better it is for John, because Emu should win in a time situation basically every time. Yeah, I don't know. I'd just go 7 and 5 here. Or you can go a little bigger. You can go 9, sure. I don't think we have 19 in trash yet, do we? Doesn't really look like we do. Okay, yeah, we're going 9-9 and tapping out. The Jozu dies here, that's fine. The ace player probably does just do the thing. The 8-9 go to 10. And I don't think we're supposed to swing here at all. I think you swing nothing. Because let's think about it. So the Emu player has 3 cards. You don't swing at all. It goes to them. They draw to 4. They get to leader skill. They go to 5. They end their turn with 5. It's your turn again. You get to Roger with 5 cards. They have to counter out a 6, 10. That's 3 cards. 12. Yeah, their hand would have to be so perfect. You don't swing here at all. Don't give them the draw off Warkery. 100%. 100. Oh my god, and we're not taking our life. Nah, I think this is a huge blunder. I think this is a huge blunder. We actually, as the ace player, do not want the game to go longer. Yeah, nah, this was a huge mistake. We should have taken our life. Because now what's happening is, like, we're low-key giving John the opportunity to, like, just, like, sack a dude, play 10 drops standing, and pass. And I think that's what John is supposed to do. He's not even supposed to swing. Yeah, plus now 8 swings just eats your hand. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the thing is, it does technically eat your hand. But the thing is, I don't even think John is supposed to do it. Because what happens is we just take the first 8 and we say, okay, what are you going to do now? And then, like, sure, they can go, but we don't care because we survive, and then we slam Roger and they die. Which is why I think that John is not even supposed to swing here. I think he's actually just supposed to play the 10 cost and go, I pass. And then I think it ends up being a really bad situation for Adam. Because then he can't Roger, obviously. And he doesn't have, like, another really great defensive play. Like, he could, like, Marco Uta or whatever, but, like, it's not incredible. Like, it's passable. It's serviceable, maybe. But we're also just giving John more turns. And giving John more turns when he had so few cards in hand, and like every turn he's drawing 2 because of leader, I think is a mistake. I think it's a mistake. You're giving him more turns to draw extra cards, more turns to find spells. There's no spells in the grave right now. I think he Shirahoshi'd 1 or 2 back earlier, but I think this is a huge mistake from Adam not taking his own life. Like I think this game was over. I think he won. And I'm not saying that because I know John's hand. I'm saying that from a true just no knowledge standpoint. We were in a spot where we could take our life, assuming John doesn't play anything. He would have at most 5 cards in his hand, and then we get to go 6, that's a card, 10, that's 2 card, 12, he basically has to take unless he would need triple Rad Beam in his hand, basically. He would need a 2K, a Rad Beam, a Rad Beam, a Rad Beam, a 2K to survive if we had done that play. And instead, now we have to be in the think tank and figure out what we're going to do. And it's not going to be that good, I don't think. Oh, wow. Did he find the 10 cost? Or is that an Atmos? That might just be an Atmos. These alt-arts be throwing me off. No way we're pitching the Marco. Yo, wait. Okay. Surely he has something to play off this spell. Okay, he does. He found the 10 cost. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Bailed out by his deck. Not gonna lie. Bailed out by his deck. Yes, I'm a biased commentator. Let's go, John. Like, he actually wins for sure now, but truthfully, I think this was bad play. Like, just to keep it a buck. I think you do need to swing because, which sucks because you're giving John more cards, but I think you need to swing here specifically because, I mean, you could math it out. You could see if there's any world where you die if you don't swing, but you kind of need John to be blocking some of these. Honestly, I don't even think it would have been that crazy to just like start your turn by swinging 6 and see what John does. Like, if he doesn't swing here at all, if he knows in his mind, he should not have taken any game actions yet. He should have decided, am I going to swing this turn or am I not going to swing this turn? Because if I'm not going to swing this turn, I should swing. And what I mean by that is, if he's like, hey, I'm not comfortable swinging like this 10 at life with my leader because I don't want him to block at the draw off Warcurry because I want to Roger him next turn. If that's the case, you should start the turn by swinging 6 because he's not really allowed to block with the Warcurry when you go 6. I mean, he might be allowed to. I might have been lying. He's actually allowed to. I was lying. Never mind. My play was fucking a lie. Yeah, it doesn't swing at all. Okay. I'm really hoping Adam counted his hand and knows that he survives this. Because if he does not survive this, that would be insane. I also hope that John remembers to trash the Jupiter. We saw earlier in top 16 that the Emu player did not remember to trash Jupiter specifically in a spot like this. And then they swung the 10 Elders and neither player caught it. So the attack really swung for 7. But the players thought it swung for 12. I mean, the thing is, like, his deck bailed him out because he found this fucking Newgate, but I still don't even think it's a better spot for him because he's almost always going to have to let one of these Newgates die. I mean, I really can't tell how much counter he has in his hand. Oh, wow, block. I mean, wait, his hand is actually straight fucking counter. Never mind, he's chilling. He might even be able to fucking block 1k this shit. Okay, so if he played a horse, the best he could do is a 10 after this. So yeah, he can. He can fucking block 1k. Or wait, I guess he could go 11 with leader, which again, he could still survive. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Adam wins this game. On to game 3, which John is a huge favorite in because there's only going to be like 10 minutes on the clock. There's an argument to be made that, I mean, I know John's not doing this. Like, he's been playing at a very reasonable pace, and I don't think he's thinking about time or anything. And you should not slow play. Please do not slow play. But John should theoretically be playing at a reasonable pace, but not too fast if he's in this spot. If you want to increase your win equity as much as possible. However, please play at a reasonable pace. Do not slow play your opponent. Why are we popping the Ezo? Don't we already have the counter? Okay. We're just taking game actions just to take game actions. Also, we're an AK leader and... Wait, what was that swing? Oh, it was a 12? Wait, how did John have so much Dawn? Oh, because he didn't have to spend 4 on the Elders. In my mind, he had to spend 4 on the Elders. Wait, did he get bailed out? Am I tripping? Wait, did he get bailed out and draw the counter card he needed? Chat, did he have the counter or not? Am I fucking tripping? Also, no disrespect to Adam, you know. Good luck. I have no idea who he is. Might be a super cool dude. I just John is my homie. And I also think Adam has maybe made some questionable plays, IMO. But I could be wrong. He's in top 4 and I'm sitting at home doing this, so you never know. You know what? Huge throwback. Huge throwback. If any of you are longtime viewers back to the 09 days, when I used to rewatch the NCL in Europe, and you know, there'd be some great players. Now, friends of the channel actually. Nino, Luigi, Gianni, you know, Enrico, friends of the channel, love those boys, you know. You know, I would be critical of their play while watching it. And I used to get comments all the time. How dare you criticize their play? These are some of the best players in the game. Like, how dare you? Like, you have no accomplishments. Who are you? And then that format, back-to-back days. Day 1, I win. Day 2, like 3rd place or whatever I got. It was 3rd or 4th place. So maybe I was qualified to speak on it. That's all I'm going to say. Also, shout outs to those boys. They were always hella cool with it. They're like, yo, no, you know. They were always cool with everything I said. All right, game 3. John is at a huge advantage here, in my opinion, with the time situation. Adam, I think being aware of it is trying to like turbo play here. You can tell he's making very quick actions. Gonna pitch an Otama. Adam's hand currently doesn't look that good, but he has a bunch more 1-drops, which is exactly what you're hoping for in this situation. Okay, both players playing pretty quickly. Okay, wait. Adam is curving out. Adam is curving out right now. Okay, 7, block, Ezo. Oh my god, is this gonna whiff? It whiffed. Insane. Insane. I'd be sick. I'd be sick. Wow. That was crazy. Have any of y'all ever thought about how Ezo is a true +1? It's kind of insane. Not in that situation. Right there, it wasn't. But the fact that you get to just hold it on your board the whole game, and then at the end of the game it gets to filter a brick, makes it like truly a +1. Because like you're turning a dead card in your hand at the end of the game into a counter card, which is the same as if at the end of the game you just drew a counter card. It's pretty insane, actually. Okay, 7. Both players playing this very quickly, very aware of the time situation. Holy shit, we're at 106 viewers. Yo, how is everyone doing today? Word on the street says a lot of emus were picking first into ace at Miami. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. The streets were lying to you. The streets were straight lying to you. There's no way that happened. All right, we're gonna do the thing. Makes sense. We're gonna pop that. John is currently curving out here, which we love to see. Not sure I'm thrilled with the fact that we Marsed and then leader skilled. I think you should pretty much always be leader skilling and then Marsing. But I know John is just trying to play fast because of time constraints and he made a mistake. Are we going to rad beam here? Yep. He had to double check. Do I actually have the rad beam? And he does. Yep. Yep. We are curving out here as the ace player. This is your ideal curve so far. I mean, we would have preferred Yamato over the Marco, but it actually makes no difference in reality, considering both get popped. But getting to go 1-1-1, draw 3, Jozu, bounce 2, is very, very strong. We have a very healthy hand. He gets to 8-10, 8-10 the next 2 turns. Holy shit. Does John have the worm? He does. Does he have the boar? I think he does. Okay, both players curving like crazy right now. Apparently to jam 8 and then just 2k lead swing on 4 because they just play Marco. I don't know. That sounds like true fake news to me. There's no way these... Twisticles, where are you hearing this? Can I get a sources here? Oh, we don't have any Dawn attached to leader. I will say this is a double-edged sword for John right here. If he has a Charlos, I like this play a lot. If he doesn't have a Charlos, I'm a little bit more worried about it. I guess he could leave the bird standing. Maybe that's what's happening. Oh, and the Shirahoshi. Okay, pitching a Marco, I imagine. Marco is really good at playing a super long game, but it's hard to justify playing a super long game in a time situation like this. Okay, leaving 2 Dawn standing. Okay, we left the bird standing. Seems reasonable. We're going to free block for the Shirahoshi. I'm not going to lie, this seems crazy greedy to me. Yo, am I the only one who thinks that this is an insane thing to do? Like, considering the situation, like, this is fucking... We're going to time. Like, I know that, like, probably over the course of a super long game, this could be the correct play. But here in this situation, I'm not sure we're allowed to fucking free block this, bro. Because now the ace player gets to dome us twice. like 10-10. And I don't know if we're allowed to be doing all that. Yo, Adam, you gotta play faster if you want to win this game. I'm gonna be honest. You gotta play faster, bro. You have 4.5 minutes until you get 2 turns left. I will say, the fucking the time rules of 10 minutes. Oh wow, we're swinging at the blocker. Wait, we just gave every card in our hand? That wasn't for the Saturn, right? Wait, that wasn't... Wait, what is happening? Wait. Chat, where was that swing? Yo, there's no fucking way we just free blocked for the Shirahoshi and then dumped 3 cards. Bro, just let the Shirahoshi die. It takes 1 card. There's no way we 3-card comboed. We basically 3-card comboed on the Shirahoshi. Am I tripping? Yo, there's no way. Yo, chat, let me know. What happened there? Does anyone actually understand? It had to have been leader, right? It had to have been leader. There's no way. John has 2 cards in hand. Why did he swing the first one at Mars? Why did John leave up 2 Dawn if he didn't even have any counter spells? Oh my god, no. Yo, I'm a hater. I'm a hater. I love John, but I'm a hater, bro. Holy shit. Oh my god, this is disastrous. Fuck, I want John to win this so bad. Fuck. Oh god. Yo, does anyone know, did Drago win? Who's tapped in? Anyone know if Drago won his set? I'm texting to find out. Yo, I need a John Drago finals, bro. I need it. I'm gonna be real, the font on this overlay is horrendous. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I don't know how to do none of this shit. I'm literally just like using... I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna be honest. He should be playing for time, yes. But that John is a good man and is probably not attempting to do something like that. But that is his easiest win condition. From this standpoint, that is his easiest win condition. But I don't think he wants to win that way. But that said, he might not have a choice. So this is going to be turn 0 almost certainly. If John is watching the clock, he's actually, regardless of how Adam plays this turn, John is supposed to think. Like, if Adam declares a swing here, John is supposed to think for the full 35 seconds and wait for time to be called. Because if he just okay, Adam is helping him a lot, actually. Adam does not understand what's going on. I mean, he's thinking about a lot of things, so he's probably not thinking about this exact... No! Oh my god, John, you cannot let him pass. John, you have to think on that action. Oh my god. Bro, you have to think on that action. Okay, never mind. Adam is bailing him the fuck out. And the reason why is it's really important that this ace player is turn 0. Okay, they just told him. So, to be honest, because they passed like the frame that it happened, I have no idea who is turn 0 right now. Hi, honey.
Hi.
You want to pull up a chair?
Maybe if I stay.
Okay.
I want to see the end.
Yeah. I have no idea who's turn 0 here. The judges could literally have ruled it either way. Oh my god. Yo, I'm stressed. Okay. I mean, the thing is, literally all John has to do is like tread water for a couple turns.
He has 3 life.
He does have 3 life. Time is like not really a situation at this point. Oh my god, does he not have the 10 elders? Oh, he's fucked. Oh, he's fucked. Oh, John is goobed. John is goobed, and they're also at a point where he's like not allowed to think, because if he thinks at all, his opponent's gonna be like, hey, you gotta make an action.
Well, they have 10 minutes to have 2 turns.
It depends if this is turn 0 or if this is turn 0. If this was turn 0, then 0, 1, 2, 3. They really have like, depending on how you count the turns, it's like 4. Yeah, they each get 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they each get 2, but we don't know because like he passed. Yeah, we don't know who is turn 0 because he passed like right as the clock struck midnight. Oh my god, I think John is gonna lose. Okay, playing the Saturn. Digging for the elders here. Oh my god, he finds it. God is good. God is good. God is good. Okay, if this is Adam's last turn, I think John wins. If Adam gets one more turn after this, John might lose, especially because he just bottomed another elders. The other disastrous part is that we do not get to leave up any dawn. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This was pretty disastrous for John. He should not have swung 8-8 here. That was really bad. I think the time got to him. Oh, that's so bad, actually. The fact that he doesn't get to leave up any dawn means that if Adam has the Goldie Roger, which I think we as the viewer know he does. Oh shit, he's not even playing the Elder.
What is that?
That's the boar. That's the blocker that draws a card. Yeah, if he leaves no dawn, the only way to go to 0 is if he Rogers. I agree. I wish I knew the turns. Okay, this leads me to believe that this is not Adam's final turn and that the next turn is John's final turn. Okay, yeah, for sure. Okay, so they ruled this as turn 0, which I think John is going to win this regardless, but a huge mistake from John's side to not recognize the clock situation and know that he had to think on the swing. If he thought on the swing, literally for any amount of time, he didn't even have to take a long time. Any amount of time he thought, it ends up being ruled that Adam is turn 0. And then he wins the game literally right here. Like literally right here he wins. Time is not real in this situation. Because I would hope that they don't take 6 minutes. Yo, I haven't heard the report. Did Drago win or not? Oh, shit. I think Drago lost in top 4.
What did he play?
He played versus an emu. This is unconfirmed, but I'm under the impression Drago lost. Which is a little sus, because I think he had seeding in that. Or no, Goblin was 7th. Drago might not have had seeding. He would have versus Crippets. Yo, is this not an insane throw? Why are we still swinging? Why are we still swinging? Bro, he has 2 blockers. Just leave the Dawn up. Oh my god. Bro, what if you find a rad beam off this? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is insane. This is insane. John, please. Please. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, he's gonna Elder for sure. John about to counter out of some funny business for a win. Okay, so to win, he has to stay at 1 life. Yo, I think John loses. I think he loses. Wait, did we leader skill? Yeah, we did. We leader skilled the Saturn. Wait, I think John loses. Do we think the ace is thinner? No, John will... Like, it's so hard for the ace to be less cards. It could happen, but it's so unlikely. If there's a spell in here, I'm gonna crash. He doesn't have Roger yet, but that does not mean he won't draw this shit. Oh my god. Twitch, please. Yo, I think this is actually a situation where John would stay at 1 if he had the Dawn and took the Rad Beam. John in the finals, let's go!
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. No, that was best of 3. That was game 3. What? What happened in the Carta Magica stream? Alright, chat. We're watching this. Alright. I have no idea what's going on in the game state. Oh. Abby, did you sign up for locals? Are we 100% sure that it's a regular local today?
No.
I'm not either.
Whoever sent this. I don't know if he's memeing or if he's for real.
Will you ask him if he's going or not? Norbu, are you watching the stream right now? I feel like you are. You're the type of dude to be watching the stream right now. Alright, we're back. Okay, it's just a regular tournament. God bless. Oh, I fucking knew you were in here, Norbu. Are you going to Zulus? You see how I fucking called that shit? Oh my god. Norbu, you're a real one. He said, what do you mean by that? I'm down. I got 3 hours of sleep. Let's go. Run it. Run it. Do we know? Did you get another set from Danny of the spell? Or do we know, is Danny going to be there? He told me he'd give it to you or me next time he saw one of us. I don't know if you've seen him since then. What do you mean Danny doesn't come up north? He goes to Zulus like every time I'm there. Bro, we need to get another set of spells then. What the fuck?
You'll let me know if you watch.
What do you mean he stopped? I just saw him last time I was there, didn't I? What's up?
You'll let me know if you watch the finals.
Yeah, I'm going to as soon as it's on. I don't think it's on yet. But yes, we will be watching the finals for sure. Yeah, it's not on yet. That was just like, what the fuck? So you're telling me Danny is actually just... He's not coming? Let me text him. Okay. I'm tapped back in. If Emu has Mars, he probably just wins. Oh, he has... No, okay, I thought he was at 10 on. If he has Mars, he probably just wins the game, to be honest. He's at 3 life. He gets to kill both this Kawina and this Cavendish. Game's probably Jover. Oh my god. We dropped from like 140 to 100 real quick. Yo, I need them to start the finals because I need to go to locals. Norba, we need to track down more of these spells. I believe in you, brother. Someone has them. They're like 3 cents. Okay, he does have the Mars. I feel like the Emu just wins this game. Like, basically guaranteed. I'm actually shocked he's pitching this Garp event, though. His hand has to be, like, turbo gas to pitch that. Because, like, this Zoro is gonna swing for 5 this turn. So I'm actually shocked that he pitched that. I guess I can leave the other stream on my phone so that way I know when to switch over. Yo, they're stalling. They're stalling. I need them to start this final real quick. It's gonna be an Emu mirror in the finals. Yeah, the Garp event is so good in Zoro. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe he just threw that away. His hand has to be insane to throw that in that spot. Also, in case anyone was keeping track, since Emu is winning Miami, that's going to be the 7th event that has been played so far since release between NA and Europe, and Emu has won all 7. 7 for 7. The only event Emu has lost so far, to my knowledge, was in Australia, which... Need I say more? Yeah, Edinburgh top 4 was all Emu. Yeah. Also, Luca won the Treasure Cup in wherever in Europe. That's back-to-back wins for Luca. Is anyone better? Truly, truly. Let's just go over. I'm gonna glaze here, so you know. Let's just go over Luca's accomplishments in the last 12 months. 3 wins and 1 Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds. 2 Treasure Cup wins, 1 regional win, and 1 Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, man? That's fucking crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. How do you get that good? I need to know. If anyone knows, let me know. Alright, so I imagine we're gonna be popping this Zoro. Oh, the Zoro also swung for 6. So I guess the Garp event mattered less than I thought it would. But still, I don't know. I think he had a bunch of active Dons, so I'm not exactly sure why he pitched that. His hand must have been crazy. I imagine we're going to pop this Zoro and swing over this Tashigi. Like minus it, go 7 F5, see if the opponent counters, and if he counters, we'll jam it. Okay, grabbing the Mars. We're at 2 life, which is like about as comfortable as you can reasonably be in the spot like this. Okay, we're going 7 F5. It's gonna die. And then we probably just go 7 to 5 again, to be honest. Oh, we're gonna sack the horse. That's probably reasonable. Just going 5. I think I actually don't like this 5 very much. Okay, it makes more sense if we're gonna play another boar. Okay, fair enough. Emu actually just has a custom hand. Fair enough. Yo, they need to start this fucking finals. They're actually trolling. It's all good. We'll be back. We will be back. Okay. Zoro player. Hiorin. I imagine he's looking for basically events at this point. Kawaina's also pretty good. This Law is probably not bad. He can pick this up. Rest something with Shigi. I think 7 is a good swing here from the Law. Try and ask for a counter card. Or a counter event, rather. Oh my god. A minute and 20 seconds of ads. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. I need to know, everyone in chat, what do you guys think of OP13? What do you guys think of it? You guys like it? You hate it? Bro, I'm telling you, I also need to be on the ad blockers. I don't know how to do it. Okay, trash. Just get ad blocker. Why even watch ads? The thing is, I swear, anytime I've gotten ad blocker, that shit has not fucking worked on Twitch. I'm using the wrong ad blockers or something. It never works for me. I don't know why. Good format for grinders. I bet the casuals hate it, though. No way we don't know how to download an ad blocker. It's aight. I'm gonna keep it real with you, chat. I thought I did, but apparently I don't know how. I've used all my skill points into getting decent at One Piece. I hated jungle, so I'm at least joined playing Emu as a deck with no abysmal matchups. Not enough people playing Zoro. That's a crazy take. I actually think there's too many people playing Zoro. I think that deck is like straight awful. Like, I think it is not a good deck. And I think it's crazy that anyone chooses to queue it up. Oh, yes. Okay, B-roll, what's up? Yes, 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 yes. I recognize the name. That's your Bandai name too, right? That was crazy that we paired round 1 of Swiss and round 1 of Top Cut. That was truly crazy. Those were some fun games. Oh shit, the final is back. The final is back. Hopefully no one gives a shit about this. The Emu player is going to win. Spoiler alert. All right, we're back. Who has seeding? Oh, John has seeding too. We're so up. We're so up. Holy shit. Also, these games should be pretty quick, to be honest. Oh, it's untimed, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, he started by leader skilling, pitching the spell, and then he played Shirahoshi. Or not Shirahoshi. Shalria, whatever her name is. Damn, that is a demon bracket. Okay. Grabbing the Nesturo off the Saturn. I could definitely see a world where we just play the horse on 5. Bro, which one is the search? Okay, that one's the search. Yeah, okay. I think he wanted to change his mind there, and the judges told him he could not. But to be honest, I'm not even 100% sure he should have changed his mind. I feel like that was maybe the correct search. But maybe he changed his mind and then he changed his mind back. But I didn't see John say anything, so I don't think it was him. If it was anyone, it was the judges who would have told him, like, hey, you can't take that back. We only have 5 cards in our trash. Is John here? So we have 5. So we get Mars tier. We get Mars tier if the opponent has it. And he does. This is a blowout. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's really bad. That's really, really bad. Real. Long went undefeated with Blue Dofi at our store treasure cup. I mean, Long's the GOAT, bro. Long will fucking go. Him and Jonathan Chow, they'll just do well with like whatever random garbage, you know. They truly exist outside of everyone else's meta. Truthfully. Those are the 2 players that, like, I don't know, man. Long could have been playing fucking Red Blue Caesar Clown, and you could convince me he'd top. I'm not gonna lie though, Dofi is kind of a demon into ace. That matchup low-key be hard. Oh my god. I was about to crash. Do we have double 4 here? Oh. So electing to play just the horse? Okay. Okay, and we're minusing it. We're gonna let it die. And we're gonna go 5 to lead. Which Goblin seems to like taking the second damage, I've noticed. I feel like he likes going down to 2 a lot. I feel like most Emu players I see prefer to combo out of 1 if it's like a 1 hit or a 1 combo card, because eventually there'll be 7s. But I guess specifically in this spot where like we discarded a card for Mars and the opponent's board is smaller than usual, I guess it makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, he played 4 perfume, makes sense. JC still draws his life the old-fashioned way. It's cooked. I don't know what that means. Jonathan Chow. I don't know what you mean. He draws his life the old-fashioned way. Okay, so we're going to horse their horse. Okay, and we're going to take that. And then we're going to combo this one. Okay, we do have another horse to horse their horse. Which is good. We're on what? We're on 8 Dawn. If we horse, though, we need a 4-drop to go with it, which we do have. Oh. Okay, no, that was Leader Skill. I thought he was playing that, and I was like, yo, what's up? Okay, yep. 5 for the horse. We're going to go 5 at 3. Low-key, it gets a little awkward if the opponent saves this, which I think he will. I think he will save this. Because then we don't really want to go 5 to 3 again. Or we don't want to go 5 to 3 again, because then if he counters that, it could be bad. 2-1. Okay. So saying, you know what, if you want a combo for this, you can. I mean, I think we should. It's only 1 card. For sure we should. Yep. Then we're going to play Saturn. Does anyone know? Does Goblin have any wins? Are we going to be crowning a first-time champion in this, or does Goblin have a win before? I know John does not. Draws his life from leader ability since he is still on Whitebeard. Oh, gotcha. Okay, we're gonna go 5-3. It's gonna die. Chat, someone let me know. Someone check on Limitless. Does Goblin have any wins before this? Because he's looking pretty favored to win this right now. He's definitely ahead right now in this game, and if he wins this game, he does get to choose. I mean, he only has to win one more, right? That said, this game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Top 16 at Nats. That's cool. Pitch the Garp event is a really interesting choice here. Is he tapping out? I don't think he's tapping out, is he? I mean, he has to be. There's no way he made this play not like he pitched that without tapping out. There's no way. That would be insane behavior. Okay, grabs an Elders. So he has 2 in his hand now, I think. Oh my god. I don't think he has another 4-drop. No, he does. Okay. He has a Workery then. Yeah, okay. Okay. I think Goblin wins this game. If this was timed and I was John, I would probably fucking concede. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely don't think we're allowed to go at board here. I mean, he's gonna counter the same way. Either way, I think, but I kind of think we have to kill the opponent. I mean, John could maybe still win this. It's just gonna be hard. It's going to be really hard. He's going to need a lot to go his way, I think. Did we just not pitch the brick? Oh, it's because we needed the Elder. Okay, real. He's tapped in. Gotta be the horse here. Yep. And I imagine we'll go horse minus horse. I wonder if he's going to care enough about the horse to swing the 7 at it. He does. Okay. Wait. Are you thinking? Okay, blocked. Okay, yep. So he did go. And then now it's gonna die. Okay. So the good news is that these are all 5s. So that's a nice start. Is that these are not a bunch of 7s. That said, we need to we have like basically 3 draws to draw another 10 drop or we lose the game on the spot. Because we have to, I mean, we're going to take a damage. I mean, we might block, we might get 4 draws. We might not take a damage. Okay, we're not taking a damage. We are, however, going to draw 1 off Workery, 1 off Leader, and 1 off the top of our deck. So we have 3 draws to draw the second 10 drop, or I think the game is over. But I believe John can do it. Heart of the cards. The problem is, even if he does draw it, he doesn't necessarily win. But if he doesn't draw it, he insta loses. Okay, 7-3. We're gonna block. And then we're gonna block 1. Or we're gonna just block. Okay, block 1. Okay. John identifying that like he low-key needs this game to end hella quick. because he does not have another 10 drop. This is probably the most awkward turn of the game to navigate, because you don't have the 10 drop and you need to kind of navigate it without it. But you also low-key need to like get the draw off your leader skill before you commit any dawn. So this is an awkward turn. I wouldn't be surprised to see him start like 7 with Saturn. See what happens. Okay, or 7 with horse at the horse. Oh, never mind. 7 at horse minus. Okay, 7 to lead. We block. Leader skill, draw one. Did he draw the thing? I don't think he did. I think these game actions might be a little faster if he did. He did not. Oh, I think John's cooked this game. Game 2. Abby chat thinks that you're bored.
Why?
I don't know. I don't think it's true. Do you think it's true?
No, I'm just watching the game.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
If I was bored, I wouldn't be watching.
That's what I'm saying. All right. I think if John wins this game, I'm going to be super impressed because I do not see the line personally. No worries, Captain Jeff. You're good, bro. The thing is, John also knows about the second 10 cost, I'm fairly certain. I think he knows about 2. I could be mistaken. He might only have known about this first one. There's probably like a correct thing you're supposed to do in this spot to win the game. I do not personally know what it is, though.
Is him taking crazy? Or no?
No, it was a 9. I get why he took. Okay, he's going 999 and hoping that it gets there. It's not getting there. Yeah, 999. Or wait, no, he goes 9911. Okay, never mind. I don't know. If I was Goblin, I'd low-key block this shit. Yeah. I wonder if John ever goes for the fake out and then now he goes 9 again, play Charlos. Or 10, play Charlos. Ten play Charlos would be kind of nasty. I think the 11 killing is like a little optimistic. But also, I don't really know how you kill next turn either if they have the thing. If they have another 10 drop, I don't know how you kill next turn either because your whole board is going to get cleared. So your board gets cleared. You don't get to make any progress even if you draw a 10 drop because they just block. Then it's their turn and they kill you a lot of the time. I don't know. Maybe you do just have to swing the 11. Maybe you're just goobed. John, hurry up. I gotta go to locals. Would he survive with Charlos? You would survive. Almost certainly if you play Charlos here. The problem is you play Charlos and then the opponent just says, okay, cool, I'm not going to try and kill you. I'm just going to clear your board, play 10 drop, go ahead. And like, then you have no pressure the next turn and you don't make any progress of any kind. And then like, it will probably only get harder to kill them from that game state, would be my guess. Yeah, okay. He's 111. It doesn't get through, obviously. I think John probably figured out the same thing. Okay. John not conceding is kind of crazy
There's
work.
a chance he doesn't have a drop.
That's true. I think the thing is, though, if the opponent doesn't have a 10 drop, you're dead because they'll just go for it. But I guess his life could be like 2k, 2k, and maybe he can get there if the opponent does not also have a horse. If the opponent has no rush characters and John's life is 2k, 2k, he can get there. I actually don't know if Goblin's even supposed to go for it here, honestly. Wait, actually, John could win this game. He kind of needs...
If he had a 10 drop, wouldn't he just play it?
Goblin?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But I think he's supposed to clear John's board. Me personally... Oh, wow, I think he's going to leader. And he minused the horse? Okay. Surely he goes at board now. Oh, wait. Does he have 3 10 drops in his hand? That's kind of Brick City. Also, minusing the horse is crazy work. For sure, you go after Jupiter here instead. Jupiter is a way higher priority target here. Okay. 7 to Jupiter. Okay. Yeah. I mean, John was forced to counter out of the first 7. But once he does, the opponent just pivots to board and is goobed. Yeah. If John had like straight 4 2Ks in his hand, maybe he can take that first one. Okay. Grab a War Curry. He found the 10 drop, but it's probably too little too late. I think he found it. Oh, no, he didn't. These alt arts keep throwing me off. John, go next. Go next. Thoughts on Zanji? I think the ace matchup is way too hard. Way too hard. Okay. John is just trolling. The only reason I'm not scolding John harder is because this is untimed. I'm just personally invested in this ending quicker. But if this was timed, I'd low-key be I'd be roasting his ass for not conceding this game quicker. Bro, you have no win condition. What are we doing? Someone give me a thesis on a win condition here, because I don't know what it is. Abby, keep chat entertained while I grab a beverage.
I can't do that.
You can do it, honey. I believe in you. Give him the expert analysis.
I've never played Emu. I have no idea.
Did you give them expert analysis?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
John's trolling.
John is crazy trolling here by not conceding. Wow. 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 Didn't you just play that this turn? John's like, yo, maybe if I give my Saturn rush. I know John too, because I'll be talking to him later and I'll be like, bro, why didn't you just concede? And he'll get a little upset. He'll be like, bro, I'm trying to win this. It's the finals. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Truly, John's only win condition here is that the judges give a horrendous game loss to Goblin for no reason. Okay. There we go. Game 2.
He conceded.
Yeah, he conceded. All right, game 2. John, let's get the dub. Let's go, John. Reverse sweep. Reverse sweep. Incoming. Come on.
You have to go soon.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I should maybe start getting dressed. All right, chat. I'm turning off the cam and I'm changing while they shuffle up. All right, I'm back. Norbu, are you still in chat? Did you figure out the spell debacle? What are we doing, brother? Okay, what did I miss? So this is the 2 dawn turn and we're searching. I actually don't even need these on no more. No replies? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit, we're goobed. Alright, if you're cool playing Sabo, that works for me. We gotta fucking find these spells, bro. Danny is trolling. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and Saturn on 3, picking up a spell. I kind of wish I saw what the other 4 cards were, but I was too busy looking at other stuff. Okay, 5, Goblin's gonna take. 3. We're gonna go ahead and Saturn. Wow, a lot of good stuff in there. Did Goblin search on 1? Does anyone know? He must have, because I see more than 1 card in his trash. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the Jupiter. 1 more Dawn for what? A Charlos? No, a Shalria. Interesting that I guess we started with the Saturn instead of the Shalria because we wanted to find a Charlos if possible. I think that's fair. That's fair. Chris said he is showing up, yeah. I don't know. That probably means he's showing up hella late, but he did tell me yesterday he was coming. Okay, so we're going to start with a Shalria of our own. We already have a 10 cost, or was that John? Yeah, we have one. So we don't have to grab this one. I think a lot of the time we'll just grab a Warcry here. Yeah. And we're going to pitch the Mars. John has too many cards in trash, so it's not going to work this time. We're going to go 5. Oh my goodness. Spaghetti. Where did I put my socks? Ooh, we're getting Shirahoshid here. Yo, that's low-key annoying. That's low-key annoying. Putting back a 10 drop and a Mars. Okay, gonna play Warcry. Does John have the double 4 drop this game? Last game did not elect to play it or didn't have it. He has at least a Saturn. I feel like I see double horse in his hand. There's a Saturn for sure. Okay, not going for it. Playing the horse instead. I do think John generally might prefer this horse over the double four. And he's in the finals and I'm at home. So he could be right. All right. I'll see you there, Norbu. John fighting. Fighting. Okay. We're going 5-3. Goblin is considering what to do here. He could block. Okay, he's going to block with the Charlos. We're going to go 5-3 again. He could block 1. Block 1 here seems pretty reasonable to me. I'm not going to lie. Especially if we're planning to play Jupiter this turn. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. This makes sense. I think Goblin's actually playing super clean, to be honest. Double 2? You okay?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know.
Penny tripped you? Wait, I'm so confused. Did Goblin actually give up every single playable in his hand and say, fuck it, I'll draw another one? Can someone in chat confirm, is that what actually just happened? He gave up every playable in his hand this turn and said, fuck it, I'll draw another one? And to his credit, he did in fact draw another one. And now he's like insanely ahead on board. I think John's cooked. I think John gets 2-0'd in this final, to be honest. I'm not even 100% what went wrong this game for him. He didn't double 4 on 6. But I think that was low-key a choice. I feel like he might have been able to if he wanted to. Brother did not even look at his draw for turn yet, I don't think. Okay, horse gaming again. Low-key, this... Oh. Damn. Okay, 5-3 here. I mean, we have to 5-3. Yeah, 5-3. And then we get to play probably Saturn. Yeah. I think... Okay. I understand why he wants to grab this Jupiter. He wants the counter. But I think we're going to need multiple 10 drops to win this game, and I'm a little concerned bottom decking one there. I saw a judge give someone a game loss for using them. Claimed you could see the cost of the card through the back of the sleeve. Crazy. Yeah, I did hear that even though these are official one-piece sleeves, you're not allowed to use them for your main deck. You are allowed to use them for your Dawn deck, because I mean you can use pretty much anything on your Dawn deck, right? It's not like you can see anything. Like I myself use these border sleeves, and it doesn't matter because like, oh no, I can see the Dawns. Drago, please say no. Which match? Oh, the one versus Alex? Yeah, I saw that shit, brother. I saw that shit. You guys both were trying your hardest to lose that. I couldn't believe... How did neither of you know the rules? What was going on with that? Can you explain in chat for me what happened there? Like, did the judges not tell you guys what the time? Did you guys not know about the 0, 1, 2, 3? Like, what happened, Drago? We need the inside scoop. Yeah, you were. It was your final turn. So wait, if you thought it was, oh, you thought he had one more turn. Okay. Did he also think he had one more turn? I mean, you did dead ass pass. It's not you were going to. You did. You did. He didn't think that you were the final turn. Yo, we're getting so sidetracked here. Okay. Goblin is gonna take. Did Goblin just play the 10 drop on 9? I mean, I guess that makes sense. He literally vomited all his cards on that one turn, so like he wouldn't have playables. This is an interesting line from Goblin, actually. If he thought you were final, bro, why the did Alex park the 10 cost? In what world does putting the 10 cost on the board there make any sense if you think you don't get another turn? There's no way he thought that. He's lying, bro. He's lying for sure. There's no way he thought, this is my final turn of the game. I should play a 10 cost and just leave it on board. There's no way. Alex is lying, bro. Okay, so going 12, 9. Kind of weird sizing. Ooh, okay. Shirahoshi gets to rip a card here. Is actually low-key kind of shiced. To be honest, I did not think this Shirahoshi was going to come back up. Yo, Goblin's actually low-key playing kind of snasty. I had math though, if I realized. Yeah. Bro, you were trying to sell that shit. I'm proud of you though, twin. Top 4? Top 4? I ain't mad about it. Yo, we're twinning. We're twinning. The last IRL event I went to, or last regional I went to, I got top 4. Now you got top 4? Yo, we're twins. Okay, what did we pitch? We pitched a 2K. That's kind of telling to Goblin that John's hand is straight counter. I don't really understand what we're going to do with the rest of this Dawn as Goblin, to be completely honest. We might do actually nothing. I don't know. John might win this game, actually. Okay, he found another 10 cost, which he needed desperately. Does John have another 10 cost, though? Surely. Dude, Drago, Alex was lying for sure. He had a fucking Warcurry in his hand, bro. There's no way he thought that was final turn. And he chose to play the 10 cost instead of the Warcurry. That's just a straight lie. Grab Jupiter. Yeah, it makes sense.
But Alex
thought that Alex's final turn was his final turn, is what Drago is alleging that Alex is alleging.
There's no way. Why would he take then?
That's what I'm saying. There's actually like 12 different things that yeah.
Turn,
there's 12 yeah, there's 12 things that make no sense about that. Okay, does John not have another 10 cost? He has so many cards in hand. No, he does. Why did he take that first damage instead of blocking? Huh. Yeah, you got true luck sacked. You honestly, what happened was you didn't get lucky. You mind controlled him. Drago's the GOAT. You're so fucking real for that jump, man. This channel loves Drago. This is game 2. This is game 2. You can see what the game count is signified by this Jolly Roger. Okay, we're gonna 10 cost. We're gonna pitch a Charles. Okay. Sorry, no TC today. Yeah, I'm pretty sad about it too. It's all good though. I'm gonna go to locals right after this. I'm about to be late to locals right after this. I'll make it on time, trust. Okay. We kill the horse. I don't know. This is honestly anyone's game, but I think John is probably favored from this positioning. Hey, good shit, Sage. Congrats on the second. Seven. I think Emu is gonna win. Yeah. Me too. Emu about to go 7 for 7 is actually fucking absurd. It's for sure the best deck. For sure.
Do you know, is Ace like converting?
Oh, Ace is converging insane. I can show you the pie charts when
They're just not winning.
Yeah, Emu has been winning. Ace won an event in Australia. But other than that, this is going to be the 7th Emu win between North America and Europe out of 7. But who knows? Ace could win the online treasure cup that's happening right now. But both are converting insane. Like if you look at the pie charts for Top Cut, the two decks combined take like 80% of the pie chart. It's like if you're playing anything else, it's a turbo grief. It's so crazy because Ace seems so much more oppressive. What about Ace seems more oppressive to you? Yeah, Emu won both events in EU today. So we're gonna go 7 to 3. I don't think John has another 10 drop. Gonna go 5 to leader. We're gonna 1K. Oh, he does. Wait, does Goblin win this game? Maybe not. Goblin has to kill John next turn. And that's easier said than done. I think we have to kill this Nestero. Does Goblin have 1 card in hand? Wow, this is a nail biter. Okay, John really thinking about either that or he's waiting to look at his own grave. But I think he's thinking. He looks like he's thinking. Okay, 7 to 5. Yeah, it makes sense that we need to clean up this Nestero to make sure we don't die. Okay, no, Goblin has 3 cards in hand. I mean, there's no way we can ever save this. Yeah, that's why the other Emu player starts this way, is because it's just impossible to save it. Low key, yeah, I want to go 5 next. And ask for a card before anything. Sometimes their only 1K in hand will be like a Nestero. And they don't want a combo because they need the Nestero to go for game next turn. 7. You could convince me, though, that going 7-7 is better. No, it's not. No, the 5 is better first, for sure. I was going to say because sometimes Goblin is worried to take. Because if he takes take, we split with the horse. But he has 2 blockers, so that's just not true. It's just actually untrue. But I think John almost always survives this turn. I mean, the opponent has 5 swings. It's not actually always. We only get a 1k off this, no Jupiter. I think we have 2-1, 2-1 in hand. Did John leader skill this turn? Does anyone know? Am I tripping? I feel like he should have 5 in hand. No, I guess it's 4. Okay, 7. We 2-1. Yeah, he did. Okay, yeah. I was thinking, I forgot about the pitch, so I thought maybe he should be at 5, but no, because he has to pitch off the 10 drop. Does Goblin have a horse in hand? John should probably at this point know what his life is. I think he's probably looped his deck. Yeah, I think he should probably know both what he's gonna draw and what his life is. If he was like turbo tapped in, he should know exactly what he gets, where and why. And I know John is capable of doing that. The question is, did he do that? I mean, you know, this is the finals. You're stressed. You might be a little fatigued. But he should know. He should know, I'm pretty sure. Okay, Goblin really in the think tank on this next action. I don't think he has horse in his hand. So if that's the case, he has to split 4 ways. John only has to counter out of 1. I would personally want to see John take this 8. I mean, it depends. He knows. He should know both his deck and his life. He should know which one he's supposed to take and which one he's supposed to block first. Taking first generally, though, gives yourself more of a pivot to, like, or it denies the survival pivot from your opponent, at least. Because when you block first, they might, like, just try and survive for another turn. Oh, wow. Goblin really in the think tank here. Okay, making an action going 9. Okay, we're taking. Okay, so it's just 9s across the board. We're going to block, draw a card. 9. Oh my god, I think he's dead.
Oh.
No! Oh, fuck. I wonder what he could have done differently that game. Low key, it was the Shirahoshi, bro. If the Shirahoshi didn't live, I mean, the Shirahoshi taking 2 cards. Wow. Congratulations to Goblin. Really phenomenally played. Thank you, everyone, for rocking with the stream. I am going to locals. Emu best deck. What can I say? What can I say? Appreciate y'all.